Free food forever? Sounds good, doesn't it? Make sure you collect your seeds this winter then. Now the runner beans are nice and dry, and there's lots of them on here. You just tear them open. And that's another one for next year. Okay. And these were all planted from a packet of potatoes, whoops, that had gone off in my fridge. That was one gone off potato. In fact, so all of this is 4 gone off potatoes that was in my fridge. Look, a baby one. Yay! The fruits of one's labour. Very, very satisfying. Wow! Come and see! There's loads here. From one gone off potato. In fact, so many here, it makes me want to use all of these as seed potatoes next year. Free food forever. Do you know, we've had more potatoes from these than the ones that were gone off in the fridge than the ones we got from the shop. And we've got tons of eggs as well. The chickens, because of the sunshine, the chickens are still laying tons of eggs, so we could have quiche and new potatoes and salad for dinner. Homegrown dinner. So you may have heard of companion planting. So next to the potatoes, we thought we'd grow some butter plants because they go well together. So these guys are green. They're photosynthesizing, which means they can't really eat them, but I could pop them in my store unit to be next spring's seed potatoes. Wow, there's a lot here. Look at these. So as I clear up the last plant before I go to the dentist, you'll see that this whole box here is full of potatoes that came from one wasted bag of potatoes. So because the lesson in there somewhere is there's no such thing as waste. All reusable. And if it's not edible or replantable, like this guy here, it's all squishy, it's compostable. Win, win, win. This is Millie, my lovely little chicken, or one of my lovely little chickens, one of our rescue chickens, and she's going to give us, off you go Millie, eggs, so we can have a quiche. I gotta quickly make myself look presentable now, because now I've got the dentist, and then home to make our dinner. Okay, I will go out in the landy and I will see you when I've got a numb mouth. Okay, the peas have dried out, so I'm collecting them in here to be next year's seeds. We've got loads and loads of them, and we'll have a much bigger garden next year, thankfully. And we won't be moving house, thankfully. So we're going to have tons of food to share. And back at the ranch at home, we've got all these potatoes rinsed off. Some green seed potatoes, which I'll store. And all of these lovely runner bean seeds. In amongst all these tools and behind the moon rising over the Isle of Wight Needles in the background on the blind, we have this pumpkin that came off by mistake. It's about 50 centimetres in diameter, and it snapped off when I was moving it to check it. And so I'm just leaving it in the conservatory to what they call cure. So it will still continue to ripen in here because it's kind of a bit warm in here still with all the lovely sun we've had this October. And this is just one of the pumpkins we have. So you can see it's huge. It's going to give us loads of seeds in here. So this seed collection this year so far is going fantastically well. Watermelon seeds are starting to sprout, so that's not great. I might try and plant them and see what happens. French dwarf beans, absolutely amazing. We got so many French dwarf beans from that plant. Onions, taken a bit too early because I knocked the top off, but I thought we'll give it a go. Don't think they'll work. Peas, nursery, sweetie peas, loads. Cucumber, again, I fermented these and then I left them by mistake to get a bit too damp. So I'll try and do that again. I'll film that process. I actually don't remember what they are. Oh well. Peppers, of course they were. They were my peppers. There you go. So to cap it off, who wouldn't want free food forever? So suggest you start now and collect those seeds.